Shall we?
I don't want to get into it. He says, grabbing his.
Well, too bad.
Unrelated.
It's too damn bad.
I got a Big Mac here, so someone else will have to recap.
Ooh, let's see. What was it? March? No, there's no shot we didn't play since March 9th. No, we haven't played since March 9th? No.
Yeah, we skipped a week, so... 9th.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That feels like so much longer.
We started, if I remember correctly, basically with the Black Hats, the Black Hat crew arriving because we wanted to have a little time to talk with, what's their faces?
Yeah. There was...
Yeah, big guy.
Muriel?
Myrtle.
Jackson. I had the name Jack in my head, but I was like, it's not Jack the Ripper.
Although, I wouldn't blame you for making that connection.
Yeah, debatable. He's good with knives.
I mean, that's just not his name that he's going by right now, is what I'm saying.
That's not his current alias. A few years ago,
Arnie.
there was one small thing. Usually we for the campfire people, we just mention like, oh, they had a little campfire scene. I only bring it up now because someone in the campfire scene actually pointed someone out and said, "This is where you come in, isn't it?"
Right.
And it's like, who the fuck is that? And we don't know who that is. And it's like, there could be a number of different people we interact with here. But that's just like keep in mind of all the NPCs we interact with.
That's a very astute. That's a very astute observation.
Donkashin.
I forgot about that. But
yeah, I only remember because I had it written down.
we split off into groups where Roma and Denver went and distracted Arnie for a bit, and everyone else except Hawk went to talk to Jackson. And Hawk and Fayez helped, right?
He did.
With Myrtle. I think we focused... Huh?
And my horse helped.
And your horse.
Oh, of course. Right. How could I forget?
Say a little bit
we got Jackson on our side. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the specifics of the conversation. But
I think it was
I was straightforward with him.
Yeah,
it's very straightforward.
You're straightforward. It's like, damn, you're actually doing this. It's like, yes, we are.
As we have been for quite a few people, and it's surprisingly worked.
I mean, like
straight.
Yeah, for these guys, it very much seems like the best strategy. They don't like to dance around the bush. Beat around the bush. No, they don't like to dance either. Fuck you.
You guys did... between the guardsmen, the Valtonian side, and the Velkester side, I think you guys went to the side that played your strengths more with the Velkester side. Because Valtonian side is a lot more parlay, if that makes sense.
We managed to get Myrtle on board with a very... I don't want... It's not crazy elaborate, but it was a crazy scheme nonetheless that Hawk pulled off, if not flawlessly, then near flawless. With with his horse and
Fayez.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what Fayez did. Was it Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
Okay. And the horse did a bit of a distraction, and Hawk got the necklace, the religious symbol, from Myrtle, and used that as a bargaining chip, only after giving it to Fayez and saying, disappear. Which, luckily didn't bite us in the ass too hard or anything, but... I'm trying to... I mean, conversation ensued, and essentially it was like, are you in? Myrtle was like, yes, but give me my shit back right now.
I was like, don't worry, I'll go get it back. Where's Fayez?
Fayez!
Where'd it go?
Fayez! Let's go through it. I have a plan.
Roma and Arnie were left alone for a little bit too long.
He actually did show some character development.
He is developing as a character. He also got tossed into the situation of, hey, we're gonna kill your boss, are you in?
And he's like, oh, that's a good chapter.
And he freaked out a little bit. Luckily was, able to keep it mostly quiet with a bit of a cover from Roma hysterically laughing at jokes that didn't happen.
Haha, so funny.
And I mean, that is just a very, very quickly recapped, very vague version of me saying that all three of them are in. We had Arnie go to the basement to disassemble the bombs down there, or at least take like the trigger that Andreev, is that his name?
Andreev, yeah.
Andreev was holding. I believe that's what it was. He was stopping those bombs from going off. We'll come back to that. And you know, we started talking. Again, my memory's a bit fuzzy. I don't remember exactly what was said, but a fight did break out as we expected and as we planned for. And we just slaughtered that man. We slaughtered him, and that was good. That was real good. We spent some time afterwards. Most people, everyone but us, I think, and our NPCs that are with us, had left when all of a sudden there was ticking, and we were like, that's not great. Get out. We some of us got out in time, other of us didn't. One thing I did not forget was Hawk/Alec sacrificed himself for me, so I appreciate that. And there was also another one. I don't remember what was it Fred/Caradoc for, I want to say Jin?
No. Yeah, it was better. Jin also got caught in it.
That's what I was thinking of that then.
So it was by end, Hawk, Caradoc, Jin, and Eva.
Yeah. And then everyone had their own little ways of surviving it. I can't remember what Caradoc and... just said the fucking name.
Caradoc tanked it. Really?
Caradoc just tanked it. Jin was in like a little stone tent that was held up by the Kanabo. And Eva was...
just lost.
Yeah, he was...
I just died.
Yeah, he's just dead. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
He did roll that one on the death save, so if you guys picked a different target, Alec might have a different character.
I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. We just bring him to Irina. Irina's like, ooh, lunch! And then Eva was,
In what way?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I know myself.
I can't blame her for necrophilia, because she is in fact a corpse. So, like, is that on the playing field for her?
No, I think we can still judge. That being said, you're about to say something about Eva. She was protected.
Yeah,
she was like humming the whole time.
Yeah. Was she humming, or was there a hum?
She was not humming.
She was not humming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was some...
There was essentially a hum around her until we found her, I believe.
Yeah. There was some, like, holy protectorate kind of vibe coming off of that area as she was just kind of curled up under some stone. And then she seemed to just... The magic went away, and she seemed to just kind of wake up like she was taking a nap.
Right. She Sleeping Beauty did.
So, yeah, actually.
After that, you know, we fixed each other up, and I think we just set out. I think that was it, question mark?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't it though. We didn't end session there because we started on the road a little bit, and we had the options to either go fast and dangerous to try and catch up with the rangers, or go slow and steady and avoid other things. I know that we took... Was it like a cellar that we found?
Yeah.
Right, because in the night, after we like all posted up in the night, I think it was my watch that I heard something knocking.
Knock.
It didn't start at you. It didn't start at your door, fortunately.
But it did go past, it did knock on our door, but it moved on. And that's the next morning. Oh, who has plague? Who has plague shit going on?
Yeah, let me double check.
I'm
almost certain
I know Hawk does.
I think active symptoms is just Hawk.
Yeah.
Because we had like some back and forth on it.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a thing for It's not like a tonic. I don't know what it's called.
It's sort of a tonic.
Okay, we got like a tonic. I forget the details of it. Is it that he has multiple, or he has one that lasts a while?
He has multiple that only work on him that last.
I've got 2 2-hour booster shots.
Yes.
Right.
That's a very good way to describe it.
You got vaccines with you. No.
I've got my tonic and I've got my.
A number of us had to basically like kind of double rest. Oh my god. A number of us had to double rest effectively to not get to the next stage where we actually show symptoms, but
Yes.
we're
Right.
good for now.
And a watch was missed because I didn't take a watch to help out make the boosters.
Tonic. Yeah.
Okay. I think after the night, I don't remember anything super eventful happening that morning, other than us setting out. And and the story about the knocker, whatever he is called.
The Midnight Knocker.
Is it? Yeah, the Midnight Knocker.
Yeah, it's a simple name.
It's something Velkestrians know. It's an urban myth.
And now we know it.
And now you know it. No one knows where it started, why it happens. It just is an occurrence.
Is it
And you
a
do
supernatural ghost? Is it just crazy guys saying, I'm gonna go knock on people's doors? Who knows?
That's what
And
Dell
you do
thinks
not
it
open
is.
the door.
You do not open the door.
Yeah. Which, there's one thing that I can't 100% remember. Were they knocking on any door, including like a cellar door or like a front door or a back door? Or were they somehow specifically seemingly knocking on places that had people? We can't confirm for
No, I
other
think it was
places, but
any
we can,
door.
I think, confirm for us, technically.
As far as you discerned, well, I guess more so Denver discerned, they knocked on multiple things, like a trail up to you and after you. So
Okay.
it was like some dozens of knocks. So there's very, very little likelihood every single knock was on a separate place, which had a person.
One that had a person, but also would I have been able to tell if it was just doors or if it was like walls or?
They were. Would you be able to hear that?
Perception?
Well, because
roll your perception. I could see maybe you heard, like, you could tell by the material, but also maybe not by distance.
material. I was gonna say, or the distance, because if there's not a lot of doors, I'm just finding perception. If there's not a lot of doors, if there's not a lot of doors in the area, other than ours, I mean,
There are is the problem.
okay.
Because you guys are in like a city block, right? So there's a lot of doors. For a 9, because Caradoc wouldn't have been way to give you guidance. Different materials, whether or not there were different door wood types and stuff like that, you don't know.
I can tell the wood type just by what the sound of the knock is.
That's good.
I mean,
to
the
see
rest
there.
of us would know like hardwoods and stuff like that,
Mhm.
because those do sound different from sapwoods.
Well, yeah, and I mean, doors are typically hollow if they're cheap.
Not
They
during this period. People didn't hollow out doors in the medieval times. They just used wood. They called it a day. So who knows? Who knows?
Not me, that's for sure.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Nothing
Fair.
particular, no. Yeah, there's a lot of
No,
like
it's the next
little
morning
detail
and-
stuff, but yeah.
And now we're going back to the spire.
You are going back to the spire.
Which-
I did just remember one thing I will regale you with is following the explosion of the bathhouse, Andre's last laugh. At the perimeter wall to the plague district, there was some kickoff and gunfire in that direction, likely from Sergeant Terrence or his squadron.
Right.
So things are pushing in response to that explosion. Things are pushing out of the plague district.
Out of it.
And technically, we're low key chasing you, but that's. I guess not chasing you, but we're around you. Yeah.
Following.
Generally why.
Zombies.
Oh yeah, and we ended up rolling stealth for that and got like a group 20. And we're like, oh, that's sick. Hopefully they'll get a natural 20. They did, and then they got like an 18. So it's like, okay. They got a 20, but it didn't work out for them. Thank God.
There was like a natural 20, but it worked out that we still won, which was like fuck.
See, even when you see
roll
green, it doesn't
yeah.
mean success. Not in this campaign, at least.
Thank
Not
God.
really
Oh,
works
Jesus.
anyways. So, I think that's a pretty encompassing recap for 2 weeks ago.
For sure.
Let's see. Let's change.
There was
Yes?
one thing I did want to point out.
Mhm.
After, I think it was after the bomb went off. Yeah, after the bomb went off and we all recouped, Hawk and Caradoc did have like an aside along with Jin, where he basically said, "Hey, next time we're settling down at like camp or something, we're gonna have a talk with you guys. Don't let me. I'm probably gonna try to weasel out of it, so don't let me." And then everyone forgot. and now Caradoc is here for this session, so it's waiting.
It wasn't a forgot thing. It was a, hey, we should focus on surviving right now kind of thing. We're going back to town, we can talk then thing.
It's gonna be more than one session because you're not here next week, right, Alex? So 2 sessions.
Oh yeah. Well, you can talk to Caradoc in that time. I can talk to you this session, unless it's like it has to be both of them.
He's gonna want it to be both of you guys.
It wasn't hey, we forgot a camp thing. Now it's a, well, we're purposely putting it off again thing.
We'll see how it works out this session. Actually, it might be a one-on-one Jin.
Ooh la la.
If anything, he probably has more reason, slightly more reason to trust you with this than Caradoc.
It's the mask thing. It's probably the mask thing.
Who knows?
You wear a mask. You're honorable. Fuck you, mask guy.
Let's jump into it, shall we? So,
Let's just jump into it.
let's just jump into it. Rebuild theme.
Okay, we'll do it live.
So, you all in the morn after leave your cellar just inside the anarchist territories, likely to soon be dwindling, now that there's a bit of a power vacuum and a shakeup in the gangs. You all begin making your way, being led by Del and Arnie through the districts, dodging traps, as you've been doing for the past day or so now. Not consistently, but continuously. As you guys begin approaching the spire, there's a certain scent in the air. It's one that's been there prior. It's been there all along, but it's even stronger now. That sickly scent of harvest, of crops gone bad. The scent of wheat, but there's just something off about it. The scent of the plague. There is very few people out and around the southern zone, which is still Velcaster. But you would at least see signs or tracks or some other remnants of their passing by. And you see them now, but much more obviously and blatantly. It doesn't take a keen eye or a civil investigator to tell that people are in a hurry. They were scrambling, they were rushing in the direction of the spire. Traveling through still, you see signs of struggle, fresh struggle, combat, bloodshed. And disturbingly enough, no bodies. You guys continue making your way to the spire, following this wake. No rolls needed for any encounters. You guys arrive there. Having set out in the morning, it is through some clear but cautious travel with a guide. It is in the afternoon now. Well, I guess the in-between of noon and afternoon, 12 to 2. That time, it's hard to tell without a clock. You guys begin your approach to the spire, and where there were before dozens of refugees, squatters, well-wishers, and patrons, now instead you only find their hovels, their booths, their bedrolls, their camps. It is eerily quiet out here. But you can tell the spire has not fallen. You see, even out from a distance, guards, a lot of guards, set up on their watchtowers, manning the perimeters, so on and so forth. One of them eventually spots you, and albeit he does tense, his posture shifts. He doesn't aim his weapon at you guys, but he does have it readied. He doesn't shoot you guys. He doesn't even say anything out to you guys as you guys make your approach. The gates to the Spire Academy are closed. One of the guards that's outside the walls on patrol does approach you guys, though. You guys can tell from his scuffed, more so than their normal quality, gear that there was a bit of a bout, a battle here recently. But he's still out here. Him and many other guards. He walks up to you guys, paying keen eye on Arnie and Dell, but he does address all of you. You guys are the ones who are there. Alright?
Correct.
Give him a nod.
He looks you guys up and down. Are any of you guys showing symptoms?
What are the symptoms again?
For you currently, I believe you just have a fever.
So I just look sweaty.
Sweaty, hunched over, a little tired.
Sweaty and disoriented.
Like sweaty, like that's like the city's been burning. It's never really stopped having fires. So like the entire zone is just warmer in general. So like, it doesn't. Unless he is like a medic, he probably isn't going to just spot. You're extra sweaty. Yeah.
Sweaty little guy, aren't you?
And do I know what would happen if I was symptomatic?
Meaning,
would I be barred from entry?
Potentially. That or you'd be put in like a quarantine ward. If you ward that in.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, I think after a moment of silence, maybe like when he's about to continue, like, okay, well, I gotta check you over. Hawk will say, I feel like shit. Maybe I caught something.
The guard just sort of looks at you for a moment. He doesn't really change his stance or anything in response to that, though. That's problematic.
We came here with someone that's able to cure it.
You give it a description of this person. We've had a large influx of people recently. You can probably see it on the way in.
She's about yay high, loud, strong looking, nice face. Annoying.
Slowly turns to him as he says nice face weirdly.
Eva says that as well. She just turns and looks and quirks an eyebrow like, oh.
Badger just looks confused at you.
That's not a lot to go on, friend.
Broad-shouldered.
She's
Spears.
Ungati. What's up? Right. She was like, what's... Ooh, I might have to repeat myself. What's that?
She might have come back with some alchemist supplies. She went on, or not alchemist supplies, fucking potions. She went on a run to that nearby pharmacy.
She's got surprisingly clear skin, tanned.
You
Evil
spent a
looking
lot
eye.
of time looking at her.
The other one's like this clear, crystal blue, like the ocean.
I remember this one. I know
There
what
you go.
you're talking about. No, she's not come back yet, I'm afraid. Allow me to give you a once-over. I'm not a medic, but I know the symptoms. He does begin doing a cursory inspection on Hawk, but all of you